Eddie Wineland is going to meet John Castaneda, and despite Eddie Wineland is past his prime, he is still entertaining guy for the UFC world. So Eddie Wineland, well, he fought for a very long period of time. He is now 36 years old, 5'8", 69 inches is his reach. A wrestler, blue belt in BJJ, Radian score 24-14-1. The guy is the former WC bantamweight champ, and in UFC, one fight of the night, one performance of the night. He had ups and downs, 3 wins, 3 losses in his last 6 fights. He turned the lights out on Frankie Sainz, Takeya Mizugaki, and Grigory Popov, and he was outworked by John Dodson, Alejandro Perez, and knocked out by Sean O'Malley. The guy was defeating some really big names. He had spectacular losses. For example, he defeated Scott Jorgensen, Brad Pickett, Bill Campuzano, George Roop. He was losing to Rani Yahya, Joseph Benavidez, Uriah Faber, Hanan Barao versus spinning back kick to the head and punches. So the guy is very skillful, very good ground game, good choke game, good submission game. He is not the greatest striker in the world, but believe me, you don't want to end up on the ground with Eddie Wineland. John Castaneda, Radian score of 17-5. His nickname is interestingly Sexy Maxi, one of the most entertaining nicknames I've ever heard. 5'7", his reach is 69 inches, which means there will be no reach advantage between these two guys. John Castaneda arrived from Combate, where he holds victories over Moreira and Sariol, losses to Marroquin and Dalday. So he also defeated Gustavo Lopez. Gustavo Lopez was my guest. He grounded and pounded him. The guy has great ground and pound and good submission game. He is not the greatest stand-up artist in the world, but believe me, ending up on the ground with him, it might be a really nasty experience, At Combate, he came... in his last Combate outing, he defeated Marcelo Rojo and kicked off with a decision loss to Nathaniel Wood in his UFC debut. His problem is stamina. Eddie Wineland was a stamina expert earlier, but now his problem is stamina too. I mean, Brian Caraway, John Dodson, Alejandro Perez. If the fight advances to later rounds, it's not gonna be good for Eddie Wineland, but it's not gonna be good for John Castaneda too. John Castaneda only one win in his last 4 outings, just like Eddie Wineland. So I think this is kind of clash of two evenly matched fighters. I can say, alright, John Castaneda is younger, but both of these guys are fighting to stay in the UFC. Eddie Wineland is a real legend of this sport, but I simply don't think he has what it takes to defeat John Castaneda, because John Castaneda is very good on the ground, good with submissions, and he is good with anti-wrestling defense. Wineland can drag him to the ground, but I don't think he can finish him. It's never easy to ground and pound John Castaneda, so I think John Castaneda is a more well-rounded fighter. He is in a better shape right now. I'm going to give slight advantage to John Castaneda.